thought it was going to make some noise.
And you guys were able to move the ball today, but couldn't finish when you got on their side of the field. Why was that, I suppose?
Man, just the lack of execution. You know, each man in the huddle have to do their job. That's me as well. And we just got to find ways to finish, and that kind of been the tale of the season. Move the ball, we'll stall. So the focus is just finishing, and that's just finishing drives with the kick, finishing drives with the touchdown. So just the lack of execution on that behalf.
Manny, is a bye week good timing or bad timing?
You know what? It's the perfect time. You know, we got a lot of guys dinged up, nicked up. We can get the roster back healthy. And you want all hands in at this point of the season, you know, getting off to a slow start due to injuries. And there's been a lot of turnover. You know, every week I think we probably the only team with a different roster each week of guys going down. So every time we get a guy, we lose a guy. But I think the bye week, you know, it's just that right moment to hit the reset button. Looking forward to switch the focus, to shift the culture and the atmosphere of just being a more disciplined team and a team that's going to find a way to finish. And it was great how this game kind of went. So even with the loss, it was a lesson that you learn within you playing the two-time Grey Cup champs, a disciplined team that plays solid football. So the thing is, what can you take from that when we break down the film? And that's just finding ways to finish in the fourth quarter.
Manny, how hard is that? I mean, you mentioned adding new players almost every week. Is it hard to get the team kind of in a groove and get meshing a little bit?
Nah, if it was high school or college, you can say that. But just professional football, next man up mentality. So when we come out every day, you're preparing to be a starter. You're preparing to do your job on game day. So whether you're a practice squad guy or if you're a guy that was on the IR that's getting ready, your whole focus is next man up and be ready when my number called. And that's just how pro sports work, regardless of who is in the huddle. That's just how it works. Next man up mentality in pro ball, and you really shouldn't miss a beat. And that's the good thing about professional football. If a guy handles his business, you shouldn't miss a beat or have any kind of drop off due to injuries or things that occur.
Manny, I don't have to remind you, there's probably some unfinished business coming out of this bye week with the trip back to Vancouver.
Yeah. You know, man, we just got to do our job. Right now, hell, it's just one play at a time for us and the Elks organization, man, and putting together 4 quarters of football. But due to the slow start, man, and the adversity that they hit, man, this still is a great team, man. We got the potential, you know, sky's the limit. It's just a matter of us believing it within this locker room and putting our best foot forward. And like my high school coach said, in order to start winning, you have to stop losing. And that's the whole thing behind it. It's just we got to put together 4 quarters of football.
Thanks, man.
No problem. All right.